Right, well, welcome back to The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, and I am your host, Richard Melvin. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you very much. Okay, now let's welcome back the rest of the players. Please welcome Joe, Keir and Graham. All this props. It's going to be good. Okay, well, we've had the head-to-head round, we've had the good, and now we're going to try out a couple more things, okay? They might be shit, they might work. You be the judge of that. And this round, unsurprisingly, is called The Bad. Okay, so I'm going to pick two of you to play this game, and this time we're going to pick Joe and Keir to play this game, and I want you to come up and tell us about the worst, the most ridiculous, or the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you so far this year. So please welcome, to play first, Joe Caulfield.
Mine is, it was bad to me. I'm trying to think, it makes me seem a bit diva-ish, right? But I was doing a little tour, just my show, and there's a place called, I say it like it's not a real place, it is, Burnham and Dunkeld. It's in Perthshire. Oh, we've heard of it. Yes, I hadn't. So I go there, and it's very, very tiny, but like a lot of small towns in Scotland, they got that millennium money, and they have a fuck-off art centre. Don't know people. So I'm doing the show there, and I arrive to do the show, and outside the venue, there's a chalkboard, and it says on the chalkboard, tonight, in like nice colourful chalk, tonight, Annie Prestwick's award-winning Cullen Skink. Underneath it, in smaller writing, plus Joe Caulfield. I am second billing to soup in Scotland. So I went into the place, and I thought it was kind of funny, but at the same time I was a little bit peeved, because I need to sell tickets. So there's a guy, a very nice sort of elderly gentleman running the place, and I said to him, I'm just a bit curious, because you've got the chalkboard advertising outside, but you didn't so much advertise the show that was on as the soup that was on, right? And it was just that really dry Scottish way that he just said to me, he just goes, oh, but Joe, it's a very popular soup. I couldn't stop myself. I still couldn't let it go because it's annoying. So I said to him, well, it was just the fact that, you've put award-winning Cullen Skink. I am actually an award-winning comedian. You could have put award-winning Joe Caulfield. I mean, how many awards has the soup won? 19. That's damn fucking stupid. That put me in my place. Thank you.
The worries of the celebrity, eh? Right, okay, that was great. Joe, that was fantastic. Now, next up, for the bad, please welcome Keir McAllister.
Thank you. I don't know how many of you had a bad Christmas present this year. I think I had the worst present I've ever been given in my life. I brought it with me. If you don't know what this is, it's a double slanket. If you don't know what a double slanket is, it's twice as tragic as a single slanket. Basically, how this works, Richard, I wonder if you could come and help me here. I know this is essentially a visual joke, what is a podcast, but yeah, if you could just wait the sleeves here, and basically, you sit on the sofa with your partner, with this on, with the sleeves, but if you're sitting on the sofa and you suddenly need to get up, you give your partner whiplash. But more than that, you can take it off now, Richard, that demonstration. The other night, I got this for Christmas. I was sitting at home. I was a little bit cold. I was on the sofa and I had this on. Because when there's two of you, you look like wizards. You look like conjoined twins who really want to be wizards, right? That's what it looks like when you got it on. I was wearing it on my own one night, and I phoned for pizza, right? And I forgot I was wearing it because I was a little bit stoned. And I went to the door, dragging essentially of an empty blanket with me. And the guy who gave me the pizza, I opened the door, and the guy who was looking at me kind of looked at me like this. I looked at the empty space, and I couldn't think of what to say, so I just went, she died. But I got free pizza, so that's my bad, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, that is very funny. And I think based purely on your reaction. I think the points need to go to Kim and Carter for that. I'm sorry for unbelievable. Okay, right. It's as though you've just seen me naked. Okay, now it's time for round 5 of the quiz, and this round is the one we talked about a little bit before the interval, so these guys have been frantically preparing answers. Are you alright? Are you okay? It's funny because it's true. Yes, so this round is called I Could Never. And one of the key characteristics, I think, of being a comedian is that they probably think that most jobs are in some way beneath them. So let's find out if that is true with this next round. And I'm going to call out a profession or a job or a person, and whoever gets the microphone and gives us why they can never do that thing will then judge who's the best, and I will award the points accordingly. So the first one in this game is I could never be a teacher.
Oh, Joseph.
I could never be a teacher because I'm too honest, because I wouldn't be able to lie to children. Like if a little kid is showing me a picture and I'll go, oh, who's that? And they go, it's Mummy. I'll go, well, it looks fucking nothing like Mummy, does it? To be honest, it's fucking shit. Mummy's not got green hair. And, you've got to read a story written by an 8-year-old. How fucking interesting is that going to be? I'm like, I'm meant to enjoy this. We went to the zoo. Have you read War and Peace, you fucking idiot? That's the story.
I could never be a teacher because I kept my dreams alive.
I could never be a teacher because if I wanted to stand in front of a load of little shits, I'd get a load of house rabbits.
I could never be a teacher because I don't want to hang out with other teachers.
I could never be a teacher because the last time I gave out lines I ended up owing my dealer £2,000.
Right, okay, very good. Points there go to Joe. Okay, next one. I could never be a Glaswegian.
I could never be a Glaswegian because I like to meet women with teeth.
I could never be a Glaswegian because a fortune teller once told me that I would live beyond the age of 52.
I could never be a Glaswegian because I would forget the first rule of being a Glaswegian is that you have to tell people that you are a Glaswegian at all times. I know at some point I would forget. And I am still not used to it because people from Glasgow, they always have to go, whatever it is, you go, would you like sugar in your tea? Yes, I will, because I'm from Glasgow. And then they tell me things that mean nothing to me. They'll say things, oh yeah, I'm from the East End of Glasgow. And I go, oh, I'm from the East Midlands. You know what that means? No, it means fuck all to me too.
I could never be Glaswegian because I don't think the term social drinking extends to the bus stop.
very good.
I could never be a Glaswegian because I'm no good on the whole Celtic Rangers thing. I can remember who are the Catholics and who are the Muslims. I just...
Okay, next one.
I could never be a Glaswegian because I wasn't born with fetal alcohol syndrome. Don't write letters.
I look forward to when we do this next week in Glasgow. Okay, next one. I could never be a vampire.
Oh, yeah, I could never be a vampire because I live in Leith and I'd be terrified of getting AIDS. It's a joke. I live in Trinity.
I could never be a vampire because if I wanted to feed on the blood of the innocent, I would have become a banker.
I could never be a Glaswegian vampire. Fuck that. Oh, I don't like garlic. I don't like fish. That is my main thing with being a vampire. I do love garlic. And why did they pick fucking garlic as the thing they don't like? And also, imagine how annoying they'd be as a dinner guest. They wouldn't just go, I don't like garlic. They go, oh, I'm afraid of garlic. Oh, and I bet you're fucking lactose intolerant as well.
I could never be a vampire because I'm not a total cow.
I could be a vampire because the hours would drive me batty.
Yeah, you try writing jokes for 15 minutes.
I could never be a vampire because on reflection there's nothing in it.
I honestly think I could never be a vampire because I'm too unfriendly. Like, most people I meet, I don't even want to shake their hand, let alone nuzzle and suck on their neck. I think it's the English in me. I'd be like, oh, it's like somebody's touched my food. I'd be like, I'd just rather go to the blood bank. You know what I mean?
I could never be a vampire because I'm uncomfortable with the idea of being penetrated by wood.
Very hard. I could never be a vampire, especially in Scotland, because if you bite a Scottish person, you're likely to be done for drunk driving. And I'll be like, oh, I just had a light snack. That's not really fair.
Okay, that's vampire. All right, well, I'll decide on the points for that later. Okay, next one. I could never, and these are based on people, professions of people in the audience. So, next one. I could never be a porn star.
The audience?
Don't judge, okay? Everyone's got to make a living.
I could never be a porn star because I don't even like people watching me type. So, my punctuation is going to be severely hampered by a camera crew.
I could never be a porn star because my pubic lice are a bit camera shy.
I could never be a porn star because if I wanted to be poked by strangers, I'd go on Facebook.
I could never be a porn star because it's bad enough getting directions from the person in front of you without some little sleazy getting a chair behind you picture it as well.
I could never be a porn star because I don't want to break into acting through the back door. I think I'd be a bit too method in the acting, so if we're doing some sort of scenario like Boston Secretary and he goes, oh, take off your bra, I'd go, well, really, I wouldn't take you up to a tribunal now, that's sexual harassment. Or even if it was like another scenario, like the plumber scenario, I'd still be there going, I know you're only playing a plumber, but you know when the system keeps refilling, do you actually know that?